This is a Destiny check-in, and this time you will receive your 52-day card, you will receive your daily card, and then your Pluto and your result card. I'll tell you more about that when we get to it. Each card explaining what it is, and you also have a birthday coming up. And so you need to make sure that you're ready to get your newly cards so you can have your that you can be looking into your year. So you want to do that at the beginning, and then you want to keep up with your 52 days. I noticed that it was 4 months ago when you got your last reading, and so now it's all of these things compiled together, because if you break it up in the 52 days, then it'll help you understand some things that's going on when you allow it to pile up. So you're, because you said you were kind of all over the place, it's just everything that you've been going through over those 4 months, and you haven't released it, you haven't did these things, you're not even understanding. So we'll get to the bottom of it. So you're in your Neptune period, and that started February 9th, and it'll go up until April 3rd, which is your birthday. So this is your last 52-day cycle up until your birthday. And you are a King of Diamond. I don't remember if you know or you remember that King of Diamond actually was your yearly card. So it's so amazing that you are also ending your 52-day period with the same card that you actually started the year with. So it's like double, it's really great. And so again, you're in your Neptune period, and it is ending on April 3rd, which is your birthday, and you will go back to lovely Mercury. So you could achieve some of your financial dreams during this period by applying the business know-how that the King of Diamonds brings into your life. Though this may represent someone you know or meet, remember that you also will have this ability to make more money by making the right moves in work or business. This is the time to start your own business if you are ready, especially if it involves import or export, ships, or things related to the sea. Any man of the diamond suit that you meet during this period, and to a lesser extent this entire year, are likely to be a little hard for you to see objectively. You could easily project your fantasies on them, romantic or otherwise. Therefore, it is best not to make any important decisions related to them until after your next birthday, which is coming up. So you will have to, if it's business partners or anything like that, and you meet someone, we would definitely have to check their birthday to see what's going on with it. Now, you were saying that your time at work got cut, but this is telling you that you need to have some business, something going on, because then if you had some type of business that's going on, you wouldn't be worried about those hours. You would be bringing in finances from there, and that's why I feel like the hours were cut for you to use your creative side, even if it's going to an agency and picking up some hours through an agency, because whatever field you're in, you should be able, they most of the time they have, staffing jobs and things like that, where they're able to place you in some stay-at-home jobs, something that you creatively know how to do with your hands. God is giving you the opportunity and the space to get that done. That's why your hours have been cut. Hey, so that was your 52-day card. Again, it ends on April 3rd, and you will get a whole new setup. So let's make sure that you stay in contact. So today is your Venus day. This is the time for you to have some fun and spend some time with those that you love. Buy yourself a nice gift. And the daily card today is an 8 of spade. And so the eight of spades. And so basically the 8 of spades is the most powerful card of physical and willpower. When this card is present, you will find yourself experiencing more power over your health and work matters. Success is indicated by this card, along with the ability to overcome any obstacles that may appear in your way. Power comes from a focusing of our will, a narrowing down of the areas of our interest. Because of this, we often lose focus in less important areas while we gather force in one. So that's what, so I feel that you really felt this, like, and this is just a daily card, but I know that you really needed to hear that. So the focus that, see, I just told you that your hours got cut so you can focus on something else that you need for your inner self. And so that's what you, even if it's just you getting you some meditation done, things like that, is definitely going to help you in the areas where you need to be doing things financially and also mentally for you to make yourself inner pride, inner happiness. So really get into your creative side and figure out what you want to do for why those hours are down. Jack of Diamond is your Pluto card. And the Pluto card is a yearly card as well. So I want you to really think about reflection on this, what you hear. You still have, it's March, so you still have up until April 3rd to see how this card plays out. But I really want you to do a reflection. Now, anything that's going on with this card, the result card will help it and help us understand how we clear this up. So this year, you are wanting to be much more creative. Look at that. And successful in your business. Perhaps you are needing some good business ideas because things have gone stale lately. Or perhaps you are just desiring to make more money and need some good ideas and creative ways to generate more income. It will be a challenge for you, but your goal is in sight. To achieve this goal, you will have to make many changes in the ways you are doing things. You will also have to take full responsibility for the success or lack of success in your life. The Jack of Diamonds is a member of the royal family, a leader, and you will have to assume creative leadership to achieve your goals this year. It is called the salesman card, and thus we usually get this card at times when we are either learning to promote ourselves and our products or when we actually do some selling for others. Along with all the jacks comes the immature or dishonest aspects, and you may find yourself dealing with these aspects as well this year. Immaturity or shrinking of responsibility will not get the results you want. Now, your result card will further describe the need for creativity this year or tell you who is involved in this challenge you have set before yourself. Now, the affirmation for this is, I transform myself to become more financially creative and successful this year. I begin a new and better life in my relationship to money and prosperity. And so I'm having this overwhelming feeling, and it's probably coming from you because, I can future connect. And meaning like I'm connected to you while you're listening to this video, even though I'm sitting here in the present moment. Excuse me. You got caught all up in your throat when I read that as you listen to it. Because you're trying to say, dang, you wish you would have heard this earlier. And I do remember like us having conversations and I was letting you know that I wasn't really worried about the money. I wanted to get you this information. And that's why I'm so big on making sure you stick with getting your readings at least every 52 days so you can make sure you know what's going on. Okay. Now, it's crunch time. It's crunch time. So it's okay for you to not know exactly what you're doing because it's crunch time. We still crunch time means like, let's get it done. But it also means that you still have some time, okay, to get it done or to do what you need to do, okay? So I believe that you will definitely have a reflection. You will have a moment and that you still could persevere through this. And today I'm going to a business meeting because I'm doing something. So it even said to help someone else sell, and things like that. So we could talk about what I got going on and what I'll be doing. I'll be meeting with a business partner today, a new business partner today. The nine of hearts is your result card. So basically, if you get this done, then it will definitely help you. So the nine of heart is your result card. The net result of this year's efforts is likely to be the ending of one or more of your significant relationships. You may sense that these are coming to an end this year, and you may even want this, knowing that it will be for your own good. All things are working for my good, 'cause it's intentional, never failing. Yes, that's what you need to listen to. Meditate on that for the rest of the year. The rest of the year is, for you. And you may even want this, knowing that it will be your own good, for your own good. The nine of hearts mean letting go of personal attachments to people. As you let go of certain people, you will be magically transformed to a higher level of awareness and led to new beginning in your personal relationships, whereby you will attract new people who are much better for you in this new place that you have arrived at in your life. You see that? I release old relationships that are no longer serving my highest good. I learn to love without attachment. You need to listen to It's Intentional. I'm going to find the song and make sure I send it to you. Okay. So those were your four cards. And I'm feeling like you kind of understanding some things that was going on, that it really it made sense for why you felt the way you did. And you know that there is some other work that you have to do, but I just feel like it's keeping up. You may hear some shuffling because I was told to pull you a healing card, but you may hear some you may need to know that the calm. I breathe. This is it. I breathe, live, and grow the light within me. I do one thing at a time and focus on the present moment. I cast off my doubts and all fear dissipates. And I find peace in my being. I find peace in my being. So I really want you to keep up. You got to keep up with your 52 days. You got one coming up, a new. You will have all new cards except your birth card, because your birth card doesn't change, which is a 5 of spade. But you have to know that you got to keep up with it, but you still have enough time. You feeling like, oh man, I should have. Don't worry about it, because listen, go ahead and shed those people. Go ahead and stand in who you are and your grace and your mercy, because you had that ending card, which was the 9. Everything else is gonna fall in place. You just gotta trust and believe. Okay? And like I said, there's a grandmother spirit that there's a grandmother spirit that's here. Okay? And it's saying, which relationships, and people always think of relationships as male, female, or if you date a woman, but really relationships, you have all different relationships with your children, with the people that you work with, the somebody at the bank that the teller at the bank that you always go. That's a business relationship, so it could be in any of those areas. All right, so And I just want you to listen for a minute and just let the creativity flow. Think about what comes up. And I love you. Let's stay in touch.